In the battleground state of Pennsylvania at Luzerne County Courthouse, Republicans hurl insults at Democratic lawmakers.
Fascist. Shame.
On the agenda, a legal dispute over dropboxes, locked structures where voters can deliver their mail-in ballots. Statistics from the 2020 election show that Democrats are twice as likely to vote by mail than Republicans. Trump supporter T.J. Fitzgerald pushes a misleading claim about illegal immigrants voting using dropboxes.
Let's have some integrity and make sure that only United States citizens can vote and make sure that our votes count and no illegals there.
Non-citizen voting is illegal and extremely rare. After the 2016 election, the Brennan Center surveyed local election officials in 42 jurisdictions with high immigrant populations and found just 30 cases of suspected non-citizens voting out of 23.5 million. That's just one vote in a million.
Multiple analyses have shown that it is more likely someone will be hit by lightning than commit mail ballot fraud.
There is no problem with dropboxes. There's no problem.
No, you're the problem.
Excuse me. Hey. Order. Sorry. No, you're not sorry.
There have been issues with the vote in previous elections in Luzerne County. In 2022, for example, the ballot machines ran out of paper, but this was due to human error, not a conspiracy to rig the vote. Amongst the Trump supporters, MAGA influencer Scott Pressler. He was a foot soldier in the Stop the Steal campaign that spread the false claim that Trump won the 2020 election and culminated in the January 6th insurrection. Scott was on the Capitol grounds that day. He's part of a push to register Republicans to vote. Trump's daughter-in-law invited him on stage at a rally for the former president to thank him for his efforts.
Pennsylvania, you have the power to change the world.
Scott is not from Luzerne County, but he's moved here so that he can vote in Pennsylvania, a crucial swing state.
We are going to turn Pennsylvania blood red peacefully and elect Donald J. Trump as the 47th president of the United States. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
He streams his activities on social media.
I think the Democrats are going to pull any trick out of the book to try to stop Donald Trump, whether that's trying to imprison him, shoot him, or stop him from winning this November, as we've seen.
Romilda Crocomo, the woman in charge of elections here in Luzerne County, is not having any of it.
Words that are used at the meeting, something to the effect about red blood or something like that, that's a little troubling. There was a post of a mock-up of the character from V for Vendetta.
The meme casts Scott as the vigilante hero in P for Pennsylvania in a reworking of a poster from a film which is about the violent overthrow of a government.
That particular individual has come to our bureau and tried to disrupt the staff, which I have no time for, but he didn't impress me.
Romilda has received threats. She's concerned her electoral bureau might be targeted. She's not taking any chances. The drop boxes are bolted to the floor. There are surveillance cameras and boulders around the building to prevent vehicles from ramming into it.
This political climate, it's beyond hate. It's venom. It's frightening. I think we're a microcosm of what's happening in the country, and we are on the front lines.
The vote has already started. All the talk over the risk of fraud has made some people nervous.
I didn't believe in the integrity of the election in the previous one, and this one's extremely important. So I feel that it was better to come in person and do it.
TJ is part of the Grassroots drive to register voters. In Pennsylvania, the vote could be decided on tiny margins.
We have multiple places throughout the county that we put a desk, we put a tent up, and we get them to convert from Democrat to Republican or vote or register for the first time.
In 2016, Trump flipped Luzerne County, which had long been a Democratic stronghold, and won the state of Pennsylvania by a narrow margin. In 2020, Trump won the county again, but lost the overall vote in Pennsylvania to Biden. TJ believes Trump won the previous election. He's convinced the Democrats cheated.
They want to screw us over, they want us to shut up, and they want to take our country. And we are saying no more.
We are going to shout, we're going to scream, we're going to vote, and we're going to take our country back.
Voter fraud is extremely rare in the United States. An Associated Press review of the 6 battleground states Trump disputed in the 2020 election found only 475 potential cases of voter fraud, which would not have changed the result in any state.
Efforts to sow doubt in the integrity of U.S. elections is really about trying to undermine faith through repetition. It is about getting attention on the claims of doubt and not about actually trying to address security of the vote. I think what is likely is incidences of like stochastic terrorism, where you have incidences of violence across the country in various places.
Democrats are going door to door in Luzerne County because here every vote will count. They say the Republicans are spreading lies, laying the groundwork to contest the outcome if Trump loses.
It's psychological warfare. It's a blatant attempt to spread propaganda, to spread disinformation among Democratic voters. I think that it probably will turn into somewhat of a lengthy court battle.
On a street a few blocks down, a pro-Trump household. A neighbour has made her own sign in response.
I looked across the street and I saw these, like, Democrats are pedophiles and Democrats are terrorists. And I'm not a Democrat. I'm a registered independent, but I am voting straight blue. I don't understand there are so many that still believe the lies. If there's any fraud, I would say it would be on the other side, or maybe planning fraud. He's got a sign over there that says fight, fight, fight. I say vote, vote, vote.
Officials hope that disinformation and distrust won't lead to a nightmarish scenario on or around Election Day.